Good morning. Welcome back to Digital Reset. It is Tuesday. I'm exhausted. I was up all night. You probably can tell in my face. I got like bags under my eyes, but I just couldn't sleep last night. You ever have that where you just cannot sleep no matter what you do? I think it's, I got some new coffee. So I was up scrolling like usual, like everyone does at 2, 3 in the morning when you can't sleep. You just aimlessly scroll your phone in bed like this, right up to your eyes. And of course, like any normal, rational man, I end up on the subject of sex robots. That's where after hours of scrolling, that's where I end up. That's where I do my deep diving research. And I came across some pretty crazy stuff. So like Elon Musk, let's just dive right into it. I mean, obviously the very, very important talk about sex robots and how like close we are to it. It's kind of crazy how close we are to like dudes being able to have robot girlfriends. Like, I'm not mad at it, bro. Like, you know that's where it's heading. Like if there's going to be advancements in robotics, 100% the sex industry is going to be like the leading force in that. 100%. So we're probably going to see sex robots before we see like robot surgeons, right? There's a lot of companies going to put a lot more money into developing a sex robot because it'd probably make a lot more money. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I was listening to Elon Musk talk, and he was saying in an interview, they asked him, you know, how long until you think your Optimus robots can actually perform at like a high level, like surgery for people? And he said in an interview that within 3 to 4 years, Optimus, the robot that he's creating, will be better than the best surgeon in the world at scale. So that means there'll be more top level surgeons that are better than any surgeon in humanity, and there'll be more of them than every surgeon in the world. So think about that. That's pretty crazy what's happening with robotics, right? And Elon Musk, I'm not gonna doubt what the guy says at this point. The guy is going to Mars. So if he says 3 to 4 years, I think we're looking at 3 to 4 years, maybe 5 years. He said within 5 years, it won't even be close. It'll be like, something we've never seen before. Every robot will be 10 times better than the best surgeon in the world, more precision. So what does that tell you about sex robots? Well, if we can create the best surgeons in the world with robots, like they're gonna have a more steady hand, more accurate, what do you think's gonna happen with the sex robots, bro? They're gonna be better than any of you nerds ever could imagine, right? You're gonna be able to customize them. You're gonna be able to have a robot girlfriend. I think the only thing that's gonna be tough is like probably like I don't know, maybe they're getting really good at it. I don't know. I haven't really looked that deep into it. Maybe it's gonna be perfect. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where I'm going with this. It's kind of a ridiculous rant, but just think about like in 5 years, if Elon Musk is telling the truth, we're going to have robotic surgeons. Obviously, they're going to be housekeeping. They're going to be like our assistants. They're going to be our AI bot. It's going to be like the future movies. We're going to have our own little robot living with us. And a lot of you nerds are going to be sleeping with that robot. I would never. So I don't know why that came to my attention and why I'm up at 4:30 or 5 in the morning learning about sex robots, but it's pretty interesting stuff, you know, aside from just, you know, how weird it's going to be. It's pretty crazy that we are living in a time, and it's a reality that in our lifetimes we're going to have, who knows, I mean, imagine in the next 20 years, let's say we have these robots and AIs exponentially getting more powerful and, you know, 2xing every month in capabilities. We haven't even scratched the surface of weirdness yet. The world is going to get so goddamn weird over the next 20 years. And I'm here for it. I'm just happy that I was born in this time period. I mean, this is what makes me think it's a simulation. Because you're telling me that I just happened to be born in an era where we went from no cell phones to everyone using the internet, to having sex robots, having AI, all within the time frame that I'm alive. I could have been born at any other time. I could have been born in the 1500s, bro, riding around on horseback. Or it could, like, I got born within this small little sliver window where we get to see such a crazy change in the world. This is a simulation, bro. This doesn't make any sense. So anyway, someone's trying to pull out. Sorry for that pause. So yeah, we're in a simulation. I mean, prove me wrong, because way too much crazy stuff has happened. My life is too weird. It's okay, you know. Simulations. It's a weird thing. So anyway, I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm trying to find parking here. I'm at the gym. All right, guys. Just off the top of my head. Actually, comment down there. Are you going to buy a robot? If you can, be honest. How much would you pay for a robot that's a companion? What do you think the actual time frame is when we see something like that happen, where it's like believable, right? Not some of these crappy animatronic robots that you see at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm talking about like something that is like indistinguishable to a human. How far out are we? I think we're closer than we think. All right, goodbye.